Here, this should speed up your recovery.
From what? Drinking or my baby brother's attempts to organise my love life?
Well, I think the letters were sweet, and he meant well.
He wasn't thinking, and the notes were juvenile. He shouldn't have done it. He doesn't know anything about me and Al.
Well, maybe that's the point.
What do you mean?
You should tell him a bit more. I mean, he's not a baby, is he? Especially after what you said about last night.
Oh, he snogged someone. Big deal.
And brought them home.
What now?
You didn't hear? My goodness, you are a deep sleeper. Hi.
Hey. Oh, coffee smells good. Can I pinch some?
Of course.
Thanks.
You okay?
Yeah, grand.
What about,
Ed. He's grand too, thanks. Oh, he's a chef, so he might make us breakfast.
Oh. He's a chef. He might make breakfast.
No lectures, then, about bringing a stranger home?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just, as long as he's being careful. Using protection. Looking after himself. It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
The macerator's on the blink.
Well, you don't have to beat it into submission.
I am merely making use of my trusty implements.
You could go back to bed.
What, and wait for a loud bang and an effusion of liquid?
Oh, well...
If I didn't have to unblock the downpipe, then I might be tempted.
We're supposed to be having some time off.
Thought we were supposed to be working through that list of jobs we need to do, and I've got to go and see HR later on.
And you've got Alec coming round. Never too busy for him.
He wants to show me his new rod. He's got a telescopic one, like mine.
Oh, you boys have fun, comparing your extendable devices.
Well, I'm sure Dr. Reed will be here very soon, Professor Barwick.
Oh, Noel, please. Professor thing is so ungainly out of context.
Well, we are on the university campus, and I believe in the correct attribution for professional status. I'm surprised to see you here during this long vacation.
Oh, I was going to head off on a cruise. Yeah, I was invited as a guest speaker on one of those tours of the Hellenic world. Getting paid to expound on one's favourite topics.
It sounds very exciting. And you decided not to go?
Personal things intervened. Still, we must not moor our ship with one anchor, nor our life with one hope.
I am sorry, I am not familiar with that quote.
Epictetus, Stoic philosopher. I normally quote him at university council meetings when justifying the existence of the classics department.
Sorry, I was delayed.
Sorry, Dr. Reed, this is your first patient, Professor Noli.
Oh, well, if you'd like to come with me.
Lads, what's going on? Take the pan off the heat. I prefer mine a little less done, thank you.
A bit unfamiliar with the range.
You can try again. There's more in the fridge.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to cornflakes.
So you say the pain in your shoulder's getting worse?
I'm afraid so.
Well, I think it might be time to send you to a specialist. There's a very good one at St. Phil's.
I'd actually like to try again with the medication.
Really?
I've something of a fear of operations.
Well, it might not come to that.
I've always been a bit of a one for persistence. Perhaps it's specialising in the Stoics.
Well, no stoic heroics. All right, well, try again with the medication, but if it doesn't work, then I'm going to send you to that specialist.
Absolutely.
So where did you start your career?
I started in London, then I went to Paris as an assistant chef.
Oh, so like a sous chef or a commis chef?
Both. You know, you cover all the roles.
So you went from Paris straight to Birmingham?
No, I was in New York, a French restaurant.
Oh, what brought you back here?
Well, I was standing in for a head chef. They asked if I could take charge of the restaurant in Birmingham. I'm hoping to have my own place soon.
You're hoping to do a Glyn Parnell on it, are you? The local chef that has a Michelin star.
Yeah. Definitely something like Glyn. Glyn?
contraband.
It was left behind by one of the patients.
Oh, lost property then.
No, I know who it belongs to. Well, it is my half day. I will just drop it off.
Oh, I'm sure there's no need to go out of your way.
No, it is not far. I think they will appreciate getting it back.
Is it normal for someone that stayed over to kind of keep staying?
Depends on what you're doing.
Listening to music and reading papers and Ivy making tea? Because, I mean, like, you've got to offer tea.
Do you want him to go?
He's nice enough, but I wouldn't mind getting on with things.
So tell him.
I can't just chuck him out.
Yes, you can. Just be polite but firm.
Can you do it?
No! You brought him back here. You can be the one to tell him to jog on.
Right.
So what happened to that villa you were going to buy in Spain?
Oh, Margot's idea. I never fancied it. Persuaded her to go for a caravan instead.
A caravan?
In Rutland.
That's not by the sea, is it?
Oh, I had enough of sea air on the beaten Leith. It was enough to freeze your... Well, it was extremely chilly, you know. No, give me a caravan or a nice quiet site any day. And, as Rob will tell you, the fishing in Rutland is second to none.
Hey, Ollie.
Hey, Rob!
Oh, hi, mate.
How you doing? Hey.
Alec was just telling me about his holiday arrangements.
Oh, yeah. Lucky beggar, eh?
Hey.
How'd your meeting go?
The HR person was really helpful.
Oh, there's a first, eh?
What did they suggest? CID, transfer to narcotics, Interpol?
Actually, they suggested early retirement.
How did it go?
Fine.
He's still here, isn't he?
Sorta.
How can he be sort of here?
Well, I think I got the suggestion of leaving over.
But you didn't actually ask him to leave.
Not in so many words.
Words like, Ed, can you go now? Because you're kind of freaking me out.
He's starting to freak me out.
So tell him to go. Look, all the stuff about Paris and London. I mean, do you believe a word of it?
He said he was a chef.
Yeah, he nearly set fire to our kitchen. What's the name of the restaurant he works in?
Irish restaurant, O'Bonners?
No results for O'Bonnell's restaurant, Leatherbridge.
There's no O'Bonners.
So what is he doing here? Is he casing the joint? Rifling through our possessions?
Aren't thieves normally pretty keen to get out of the house?
Maybe he's the world's strangest thief. Or maybe he's just really strange. Either way, we have to find out what's going on.
Can you do it?
What are you doing here?
You left this at the surgery.
Did you look inside?
Yes.
Give it to me.
Professor...
Give it to me.
Why have you got so much medication?
It's none of your business.
You cannot possibly use all of that. But please, just tell me...
I said it's... My apologies. It hasn't been a good time of late.
What was that?
Nothing.
No, I heard somebody.
It's no one. I think you should leave.
No, I think I should come inside.
You see, I don't think you are a real chef. Because you don't know the difference between a sous chef and a commis chef. You don't know who Glyn Parnell is. And you nearly burnt the house down making a rasher. So what are you up to?
Oh. Ed!
Tell me who that is, or I will call the police.
Look, it's my daughter.
Your daughter? You have locked up your daughter?
No, she isn't.
She is locked up and shouting for help. Either you tell me the truth, or I am going to make that call.
Ed!
Ed!
Ed! What do you think it is?
I don't know, it's probably really serious, like an aneurysm or a travelling hematoma.
Is he okay now?
You okay now?
I felt better.
Yeah, I felt better too. Especially when strangers don't seduce my brother and then take up residence in my house.
I didn't seduce him.
Really?
Sean?
To be fair, I thought he had the best eyes.
You did?
Yeah, okay, all right. Hello. You have a boyfriend, don't you?
Sarah was an undergraduate at the university, maths. She was doing really well, and then she fell in with a... No. Somebody turned her on to heroin. She dropped out, and from there... Well, we tried everything. My wife and I were divorced quite a while ago. We came back together to try and help Sarah. Counselling, rehab. We even sent her to the States. Place in Texas. But every time she just got back on the heroin.
And the prescription drugs, you were trying to treat her yourself?
Warm turkey, you soon learn the terminology.
It is an awful lot to do on your own.
I belong to a support group. You'd be incredibly surprised how many nice middle-class parents there are in the same position.
Actually, I do know. There is a lovely couple at my church. Unfortunately, they lost their son to a drugs overdose. Professor Noli, why don't you go and make us both a nice cup of tea?
I don't know if it's...
Please, let me help.
So your boyfriend's Albanian?
Igor.
So what does Igor do?
He's a motorcycle courier and cage fighter.
Cage fighter. Brill.
And has he been texting, calling?
I have my phone on silent. Sorry.
While we're on the subject of confessions, seeing as you're not a chef, what do you do?
I'm in waste and recycling with the council.
I slept with a bin man.
I'm a manager.
Well, then you should know about responsibility. And
Sorry, suddenly I feel a bit...
He's not who you think he is.
I believe your father is a very caring man.
Then why would he do this to me?
Because he's trying to wean you off heroin.
I've been off it for months.
He said that he's replacing it with other medication.
Sedatives. They're not to help me, they're to knock me out so he can do what he wants to me.
What do you mean? Do what to you?
What do you think? He's always done it. Especially when he's been drinking. Did he tell you that he drinks? No. Daddy's little secret.
Sarah.
I'd run away or hide in here, but he has a key. He still has one. In the kitchen. You could find it.
No, I do not think so.
Look through the keyhole. And the mirror. Noli, May, Tangere. A message. To him.
Touch me not. Sarah, is that blood?
It's just some cuts. I've done it before.
Perhaps we should call someone.
He's not going to let you. If you really want to help me, get the key. Please.
And of course, that's the beauty of a telescopic rod. You can get into all the nooks and crannies.
So, Alec, do you not find yourself missing the excitement of work?
What? Wrestling with drunks outside the kebab shop? Filling in forms at 4 in the morning? No. Give me a rod and a quiet stretcher of a rainy day.
Yeah. Nothing but the hum of insects and the wind in the trees.
But retirement doesn't have to be like that. I mean, there's all the other stuff.
Like what?
Cruises, you know, activity holidays, city breaks.
Margaret and I had a city break once. Went down to London. After a couple of hours, I said, I need a break from this.
I quite like London.
The pollution will kill you if the prices don't get you first.
And when you've got everything at home.
What's everything?
Well, you know, Alex got his cabinet making, his allotment.
Model Railway Society.
And that's before you mentioned the chess club and the metalworking. I'm surprised you ever found time to work.
Aye.
Oh, Mrs. Tembe, your tea's getting cold. Did you talk to Sarah?
Yes, I did. She said that...
Oh, I can explain.
Yeah, no, there is no need.
I have been drinking too much. What with everything, I have trouble sleeping.
Perhaps it is your guilt.
I'm sorry?
The way you have been treating Sarah.
But I told you I've tried everything else.
When I say treating, I mean...
I am doing this for her, regardless of my own habits. Excuse me. Professor Byte? Yes. Later this afternoon, yes.
Sarah?
Have you got the key? Open the door. What are you waiting for?
Your father said...
Oh, I don't believe him. My father abuses me, always has. No, please, let me out, or I'll do it again.
Oh, Sarah? Sarah!
Sarah? Sarah, please! Sarah!
Leave me!
Sarah! Why did you let her go?
Because she said you had abused her.
She would say that. She needs to score. She'd say anything. I have never abused her. She's my daughter.
An Albanian courier cage fighter.
Well, you can see why I didn't want to go home.
How many of those do you know that live in Etherbridge? And how many of them live with a Michelin-trained rubbish recycler?
I reckon you've got a point.
Yeah, I know I do.
What are you doing?
Nothing incoming or outgoing from an Igor. Actually, not a lot of messages from anyone. Just a load of old ones from someone called Paul.
Ed, we were just...
Who's Paul?
Paul was my husband. And he's dead.
She's not here.
I know she is. This is where she always comes.
What? When she needs somewhere to hide.
Please, if Sarah is
You know who
here...
she's hiding from, don't you?
The only person who's harmed her is you for getting her onto that stuff. Sarah? Oh, goodness! How much have you given her?
I haven't.
Don't lie!
Stop it! How can you fight at that time like this?
Been doing it for years, haven't we? Brother!
Is she like this because of the heroin?
No!
Oh, come on!
I haven't given her anything.
Oh, how full was this?
Not full. She asked me for each, but I wasn't going to give her that.
She'll take anything if she can't
Would you
get
prefer
it.
if I'd given it to
No,
her?
I prefer it if you...
Will you just go and call an ambulance? Now, please. And you help me keep this child alive. Sarah, look at me. It is Mrs. Tembe. Open your eyes.
It was 6 months ago. Paul's father had just passed away, and he'd gone to see his mother in Holland. He was on his motorbike. Then as he left her house, at the junction, instinct must have kicked in. He turned the wrong way. Straight into the traffic.
I'm so sorry.
Is that why you didn't want to go home?
Paul's everywhere in that flat. His clothes, his aftershave. But he isn't there. But at the same time, I hadn't meant to meet anyone last night. I've been out every night since. Trying to keep away from home. I'd never... Once we got chatting, it was so easy and you were so nice.
You too. It felt right.
But it didn't this morning. Not that it wasn't. But I felt like I betrayed Paul. guess the normal reaction would have been to run, but...
It's okay.
I should be going. I should be at work, actually.
Oh no, stay for another cup of tea.
Thank you.
You know where we are, okay? You okay?
Yeah. You know, I'm not actually going to be here.
How do you mean?
Well, even before last night, I kind of decided to try my luck in London.
Oh, London.
Yeah, well, the work at the mill is done, and, you know, I've got a friend down there that's got a bit of a job for me. So...
Okay. Well, when were you thinking of going?
Tonight.
Sean, we've only just...
Look, I know we've just found each other, but that's not going to change. And I'm sorry about this stuff with Al. The notes was just...
Oh, look, doesn't matter. You know, nearly worked, but I'm glad it didn't. I have to remember that when I really wanted his support, he did the opposite. We are finished.
You've got my support. You know, there is one thing I'd like you to do before I go. I want you to call Mum.
No, I can't.
Look,
no.
I know it's hard, but I know she's been missing you. And you've been missing her.
It's been so long, Sean.
That's why one of you've got to break the ice. Come on, what'd you say?
Cheers, Ollie. Well, that was good to hear.
What?
Ollie, his life. Sounds idyllic.
He fishes, he plays with toy trains, he makes those wooden mushroom thingies, and his wife probably wants to murder him.
Didn't come across to me like that. It sounded like early retirement was the best thing he ever did.
Well, it came across to me like a damp caravan in Rutland and a lot of fiddling in a shed.
What's got into your attic?
I'm not ready for a life like that. I want to do things. Travel, do some courses for work.
OK, and what is stopping you?
You, if you turn into a fossil like him.
Well, firstly, I have no intention of turning into a fossil. And secondly, if I do take early retirement, I won't have to do all those stupid shifts and we'll have more time to do things.
No, we won't. No, we're going to end up with a life like theirs, and we're young, Rob.
So I have to keep on hitting useless targets and battling bureaucracy to keep you happy? No, thanks. I'll leave that to the youngsters. They don't know any better. Now, from where I'm standing, early retirement sounds like a pretty good option.
They were mostly sleeping pills. The others were for my heart.
Oh, you mean you've got one?
Don't even think of it. It is Sarah that matters. That couple I mentioned who lost their son, they run a retreat, the rehabilitation program. It has been very successful.
That sounds like a good option.
The main part of the rehabilitation is that the person tries to find their way back to their true self, their innocent self. I think it is something that Sarah needs. I think it is something you both need.
I wish things could have been different too, you know? But I can't say that I'm sorry. I can say that I love you. Well, I've missed you too, Mum, you know? Okay. Okay. We'll speak again soon, though, yeah? Okay, bye. Bye.
So was she glad?
Well, You said it wouldn't be easy, and it wasn't, but yeah, she was. She was.
So I'm not that daft after all.
I'm the daft one for not realising something very important about you.
That I was gay?
That you're all grown up, Sean.
Well, that happened. I'm still refining it a bit.
You're doing a great job.
Odd waste recycling manager aside.
You have to go.
I want to see what's out there.
Wow. There's plenty. It's only London, I mean. And you'll call.
Like I wouldn't.
Okay. Come here.
Love you, sis.
I love you, Sean. Okay, come on.
No, stay. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bye.
Tell me something. When was the last time you had a full, undisturbed night's sleep?
Sometimes I hate my job.
Driver.
It's me. We'll come in then, there'll be three of us.
You're doing the right thing, Noli.
Still there!
With a nudge and a wink, it's a dodgy deal with dodgy